Good morning, my beautiful SLT tribe. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. And this is your deck reveal. Finally, we have the Crow Tarot, the Dragon Oracle, and the Light Seers Tarot. I also included some energy oracle cards and some Life Loves You cards as well. So if you are tuning in, again, I want to thank you so very much, and your time is greatly appreciated. If you desire to donate, though it is not mandatory, but every little bit helps, you can do so through PayPal or Venmo. If you're looking for a more in-depth reading, you can do so, you can request a more in-depth reading through Facebook, private message, or my email, which is also in the description below. If you'd like to send me a friend request through Facebook, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button, and comment. I love, 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 love reading comments. Regardless if it resonates with you, if a little bit resonates with you, if all of it resonates with you, if none of it resonates with you, if you're watching this and 5 days later something resonates with you, just comment in the comment section. That is greatly appreciated. This is a mutual relationship, a mutual energy relationship. My part of that is taking time out of my day to bring these readings to you, to put my energy, my intuition, and my guidance into these readings. And all that I ask is a little bit of energy in exchange by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, donation, though not mandatory, sending me a friend request, saying hello, just a little bit of you, you know? So, yeah, so let's get into it. So if you chose deck number 1, which is the Crow Tarot, this is your reading. So let's get to the energy reading first. So we have man holding coin, all tied up, and do something today that your future self will thank you for. I create my future. So with man holding coin and all tied up, I get the kind of feeling that there is a little bit of hesitancy to move forward on a not a request, but a desire for someone to help you. So if you are pretty tight in the finance department, with the holidays, you know, coming, Christmas is soon, money has been tight, people laid off due to the Omicron thing, the COVID thing, just a lot of variance here. And you may be reluctant or hesitant to accept money from someone who may be offering it to you from the kindness of their heart. You may be reluctant because in past situations, people have tried to hold something over you or have tried to manipulate you in some way when you asked for help. This person isn't like that. Please know that. And by accepting that help, you're doing something that not only helps you, but helps others today. And I think that really fits in with the Life Loves You card. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And I know that for some of you, accepting this help may feel like failure. It may feel like you aren't doing your job. But if you have been meditating or praying for a solution and this is presented to you, then Spirit has brought you this solution. And this isn't something that is going to be held over your head for the rest of your life. This isn't something that is going to be used against you. This isn't something that that means that you're a failure. It's not. It's something that your future self will thank you for. And a little bit later on down the road, when you're able to pay it back, you can do so. So think about that when you're making the decision that you need to make today for your future self. Let me get a drink real quick. Hold on a second. All right, moving into the Crow Tarot. Let's see. Oh. The first card to fly out of the deck was the Tower card. All right, so the Tower card. So what I kind of get from this is that you have two solutions. One solution is not accepting the offer, or not getting the loan, or not accepting accepting the offer, or getting the loan, or asking for help. That's one option. The other option is doing it and doing something great for yourself and your family. So this is kind of what I see. The Tower card, you not doing it. You thinking that if you did do it, that, you know, it's you failing, it's you not being responsible, it's you not being a good parent, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, brother, sister, parent, friend, whatever. And Spirit is like, that's completely nonsense. We are bringing you this gift to help you and your future self. There's no underlying sabotaging undertones here. This is what we desire you to have. This is what you have been asking for. So it seems like Spirit comes around and kind of blows that whole you not wanting to accept it for this reason or that reason or that reason out the water. And then there is this time of celebration, right? So if you're second guessing about accepting whatever this offer is, the Tower comes along and kind of blows all of those excuses out of the water, right? You asked for it, here it is. It doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you understand you need help. It doesn't mean that you're not succeeding. This is just a way to help you on your path and help you to that point of success and whatever you're looking to achieve. So stop making excuses for accepting this offer, and start accepting the offer and celebrating what it is that will make not only your future self happy, but those around you happy at the moment. If this is to buy Christmas gifts, if this is to pay off some bills, if this is to pay for the birth of, or to help other people, if this is to pay for a wedding or an engagement party, if this is to pay for the funeral of a loved one, whatever, wherever on the scale this is, please accept this offer. Accept it with kindness, accept it with gratitude, accept it with love. Don't make the Tower show its pretty head. Don't. And you know, some people fear the Tower. Oh my God. But when it's all said and done, the Tower creates a solid foundation to build from, right? So in whatever way you look at it, the Tower is going to come in and clear the shit away, clear the excuses away, and give you that solid foundation to build from once you accept whatever this offer is. This could be an offer of a better job, leaving one job, going to another job, and needing to move, and you're all in your head about it. You're all uncertain about it. Whatever decision that you make, and I mean, right now you're like, oh no, I don't know what decision to make. But when you decide to make the decision, it's something that is going to be beneficial for you. So say yes to the dress. Say yes to the loan. Say yes to the offer. Say yes to the opportunity that Spirit is putting before you, because it will be a time of celebration. It will be a time of happiness. It will be, I mean, even if this is paying down debt and raising your credit score so you can get a loan for to buy a house, or to buy a car, or home improvements, or whatever. This is a positive thing. A couple of more cards here, please. One more card, please. Or two. Whatever you think we should have. Yeah, so please don't look at this as something negative, or someone's trying to sabotage you, or someone trying to hold you in debt or someone trying to manipulate you. That is not what this is at all. If this is a job opportunity or an opportunity to move closer to a job that is going to be beneficial for you and make life-changing changes in your life, look at this. I mean, allow the Tower to just kind of push away all of those uncertain thoughts, all those thoughts of unworthiness or failure or sabotage or hurt or pain, because this is a time of newness. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of you completing a chapter in your life and moving into a time of greatness and happiness. I don't see anything negative here. I don't see anything detrimental here. If anything, this is life altering in such a wonderful, powerful, beautiful way. Yeah, look, the Page of Wands. This is new creative endeavors, new creative ideas, new energy coming in. Yes, yes, and yes. So here's the thing, Buttercup. Move out of ego. Move out of that headspace of uncertainty. Move out of that headspace of unworthiness or failure or undeserving, right? You're going to do something. This decision that you make will change your life, will do something great for your future self, right? The Tower is going to come in and show you so many ways of why this is good for you. The Tower is just going to knock away each and every one of those thoughts that don't serve your higher purpose. You accept this offer. You do something that your future self is happy for. You celebrate that, a time of creativity, a time of celebration, a birth announcement, a marriage announcement, a wedding, a celebration of some sort. This could even be a New Year celebration. Then you end one chapter. You end one chapter and start anew with this wonderful outpouring of creativity and shouting it to the world. Yeah, so this is, and so many opportunities, so many opportunities, so many choices, so many options. You have done something great for yourself here if you decide to move forward with this. So don't allow ego to win the day. Don't allow your pride to sabotage something that could be extremely beneficial for you at this time, right? Regardless if it's a loan for the holiday season, regardless if it's accepting a new job in someplace else and you're not sure you want to accept it to move or whatever it is that you're thinking, that you're being undecisive about, accept this. This is going to be so great for you, so wonderful for you, so life-changing for you. And it helps you start off, it feels like it helps you start off the new year, this next chapter, on the right foot. And you have many options from going from A to B, on this new journey, on this new path. So enjoy the ride. Yeah, enjoy it, celebrate it, be happy. Don't put yourself in a negative headspace here. There's nothing negative about this. And if you do put yourself in a negative headspace, the Tower is going to come and kind of maybe scooch all that out the way for you, so you have this solid foundation to build from. But this is genuine. This is true. This is life-changing. This is a time of celebration, a time of making good decisions for you, your life, your family, and your future. So yes, if you chose deck number 1, the Crow Tarot, that is your reading. If you have chosen deck number 2, the Dragon Oracle, this is your reading. So we have Angel of Love, hostilities, and I love my body. Do a downward dog, take dance classes, book a foot massage, be kind to your body. So there's this feeling here. I don't know if the hostility has come from loving the not wanting to love yourself, or if it's coming from a relationship here. But whatever the case, you're being guided to be kind to yourself, to love yourself, even though if this relationship has gone to drink, if things have gone tits up in this relationship and it's full of hostilities and chaos and crazy, um, the first priority here is to love yourself. If this relationship, if you just broke up, if you just divorced, if you just parted ways, if the relationship is over, the marriage is over, the partnership is over, if there has been hostilities and you guys have decided, or one of you have decided, I think it's best that we take a time out. I think it's best because of all of this hostility and all of this anger and all of this chaos. And you don't have to deal with that. There's nothing in the rule book that says that you have to deal with someone's hostilities towards you. There's no rule in the rule book that says someone has to deal with your hostilities toward them. There's no, there's nowhere that says just because you're in a relationship with someone that you are obligated to be degraded, or you are obligated to listen to their yells of unworthiness or undeserving, or their hostility or their crassness or their chaos. There's no rule that says that. And when that love that is supposed to be from that person has turned to hostility and anger toward you, then perhaps this is a time for you to separate yourself in the moment from that hostility and that chaos and that crazy, and show yourself self-love, be it yoga, be it reading a book, be it finding some place for you so there can be a calm down time, and then maybe go back and talk about, because we're all adults here, hopefully. I mean, some adults are more adults than other adults. I mean, some people can't hold a conversation and can't talk about anything serious, or can't resolve situations without yelling and screaming and being chaotic and crazy. And that isn't where you want to put your energy. That isn't where you want to, you can't really make a life with that, you know? When you're trying to meet someone in the middle and you're calm and compassionate and showing empathy and compassion, and the only way this other person knows how to react or to talk, it's not even talking, it's yelling and screaming and carrying on. You can't hold a conversation in that type of toxic environment. So there are, when I was in the abusive relationships that I was in, um, I learned that the only way that I could communicate is being as chaotic as the person who was beating me was, right? So it's like he thrived on abusing me, but he thrived on my chaos, that how I would approach him, right? And then that would give him reason to beat me down more and more and more and more, until I blended in with the walls. Sometimes I was so shriveled up and afraid and scared. And I had to learn how to communicate with people without raising my voice or screaming or insulting or being mean, because that's what I knew. That's what I learned, because that's how my mother and father communicated. That's how my parents communicated to me. The man that my parents gave me to, that's how he communicated to me. That's how my ex-husband communicated to me. So all my life, the only communication I really knew was the communication of yelling and screaming to get my point across, right? So I had to retrain myself that when you're having a conversation with someone and you're trying to resolve an issue, be it no matter what that issue is, that it doesn't have to lead to hostilities and chaos and the craziness of it. that is just that person wanting to control the narrative, wanting to control you, and wanting to control the outcome of that discussion. Because 9 times out of 10, the person on the other side of this hostility isn't as hostile as the person who is hostile. You know what I'm saying? So step away, walk away, show yourself love. If you walked away from a situation like this or a relationship like this, I assure you that you've done the best thing for you. Now go love yourself and take care of yourself. Take care of that spiritual side of yourself, that mental side of yourself, that emotional side of yourself, and know that not everyone communicates in this way. Not everyone is this way. All right, Thor's red and black dragon protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transformation and transition. Relax, you are safe. So Thor's red and black and gold dragon is saying that if you did by any chance leave a situation or thinking about leaving a situation like this, you are protected in this time of change and this time of transition. You are safe. So go relax, love yourself, do something special for yourself. We have the black dragon from Saturn, brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed the test. And Kuan Yin's pink dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balances. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. So as you're going through this time of change, in this transition and transformation from what was to what is, you're being asked to focus on your ultimate vision and have compassion for yourself and congratulate yourself from being able to recognize that this relationship or friendship or partnership isn't the best for your higher self, right? And to take that pain that comes from that resentment or that anger, and transmute that into love and enjoy the freedom that you now have from what was a chaotic situation. We have the magenta dragon. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, and prepare for accelerated ascension. So during chaotic relationships or friendships or partnerships, these are the times that we have a tendency to really find ourselves spiritually, how strong we truly are, how powerful we truly are. It took me a really long time to leave the relationship that I was in, and but because of the way that I was treated, it took me an even longer time to find my true spiritual self, even though there were times when my angels and guides were standing right beside me during this, and I didn't recognize it or realize it because I was still stuck in a place of pain, hurt, resentment, feelings of unworthiness or undeserving. And still to this day, I have a tendency to fall back a little bit down that rabbit hole of, you know, why do I deserve the gifts that I have? It's not about deserving the gifts. Everyone has the gift of empathy. Everyone has the gift of being able to connect to your higher source and self. Everyone has the ability to connect to that higher power. It's just some of us have those different abilities. We're all not the same. And so mediumship and the ability of the clairs and the ability of intuition or the ability of hands-on healing, and I can continue to go on and on and on, but some of us are more, some of us have more gifts than others. Some of us, yes, can learn those gifts, but some have those natural gifts and abilities. And when you're in chaotic situations, there's so much focus on the chaos that surrounds that we take our mind and our focus off of our spiritual connection. And when we're out of those situations, the more we have a tendency to love ourselves and do what's great for ourselves and walk away from those hostile situations, the more we step back into that soul wisdom, the more we step back into that spiritual understanding of who we are as a higher being, right? When we're in low vibration, it's very difficult to feel that connection to source and spirit. When we're coming from a place of love and empathy and compassion, it is very easy to feel that connection to source and spirit. So if you've just walked out of or walking away from a hostile relationship, chaotic relationship, step back into that compassion and that love for life and that love for self. Step back into that spiritual understanding of who you are as a higher form of consciousness. One more card, please. Actually, two more cards, please. Thank you. The Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly and expect the unexpected and have a great time. Oh, there's the two I asked for. Thank you. Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. And the last card is the Rose Pink Dragon. Prepare your heart to connect with the higher facet of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light and connect with the love of the universe. So this is truly all about connecting to spirit, connecting to source, loving yourself, moving into a time of compassion, of rapid transformation, of change, of higher connection. This is a time about working on you, working on who you are as a spiritual being, working on who you are as a higher dimensional spiritual being, working on who you are and your connection to source and to spirit. And by leaving chaotic situations, chaotic partnerships, or chaotic relationships, you now have the time to change that focus onto self, to inner self, to higher self, and to that connection with spirit and source. So if you've chosen the Dragon's Oracle, this is your reading. And I thank you so very much for allowing me to do it for you today. And until next time, bye. So if you have chosen the Light Seers Tarot, this is about to be your message. Give me a minute to move these out of the way. So Light Seers Tarot, here we go. So two cards that are coming over is the Thinking Man, the Temple Path, and I love life and life loves me. When you feel envy or lack, say to yourself, I love life and life loves me. Be in love with your life. Let life bless you today. So the Thinking Man is a man who is both balanced spiritually and physically. So he has this perfect connection with his human self and his spiritual self, kind of like a 50-50 blend together kind of thing. And the spiritual path is about connecting to spiritual self. So here's what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. Sometimes when we see people, sometimes when we have been on a road or a path to find who we are spiritually, and we have come from situations that are toxic or chaotic or crazy, and that hasn't given us the time to connect to our higher source and self. And then we see people who are so connected, who are so spot on, who are so amazing and brilliant at their connection to their intuition, compassion, to their higher self, their inner self, that fifth dimension, that reading, I mean, everything that comes with their spiritual path and beyond. We get very oh, what's the word? We get very, I don't want to say upset, but it's very judgy. We get very, how is it that they are on their path and they are so working it out and they're able to manifest and they're able to help others and they're able to, to heal from past chaos so quickly, and they're able to connect to that higher self and source, and they're able to do all of this, and I'm sitting here trying to meditate, can't do that for 5 minutes, have all these thoughts going through my head, I can't focus, I'm trying to tap into my higher self and source, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, da 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 da, and it's just this on and on thing, and there may be a little bit of envy there. There may be a little bit of, kind of jealousy there because they are where they are on their path and you are trying to be where they are. You are trying to, get there. So the temple path is all about getting out of your head, first of all, getting out of your head and connecting to source. And when I say get out of your head, I'm like, release the ego. All of that you're talking about on why am I not progressing faster? Why am I not there? Why am I not able to do this? Why am I not able to do that? This. Number one, that's all ego talking. And number two, all of that overthinking is blocking anything from higher self and source to come in. So you're filling up your head with so much shit, you can't even hear spirit saying, hold up, hold on, wait a minute, take a deep breath. Hold on, we're here to help you. And all of that rummago you're doing over there in your head and going on and on and on and on and on about why you're not there. Well, this is the reason why you're not there, because you're not listening. You're not paying attention. You're so focused on why you don't get it yet that you haven't taken the time to understand or realize why you haven't gotten it. And the reason why you haven't gotten it yet is because you keep sabotaging it by thinking that it's going to, that it should be the snap of a finger, or that it should be right here, right now, or that 5 minutes of meditation you did should have connected you to source and spirit. Let me tell you about the journey that this person took. Let me tell you about how long it took them. You don't know the other person's story. You don't know how much time and effort and endless amounts of energy that this person has taken into learning their craft. And for you to sit over there and pass judgment and be envious over that is very ego of you and very selfish of you. So take a step back and relax. Instead of analyzing someone else's life, you should be over here hangmanning yours. You should be over here looking at yours from a different perspective and different point of view and asking yourself, how do I get out of my own head? How do I release ego? How do I release those low vibrational energies and step into a time of being at peace with me and finding my path and finding my connection, because your connection is going to be different than their connection. So that's what that's all about. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Love these cards. They're so beautiful. There went one flying somewhere. Really, when I say somewhere, it really flew somewhere. I don't know where it is. Okay, the King of Wands. So this is bringing in that strength and that fiery energy. See, this person has traveled their path, right? This person has traveled their path. They went through the Fool. They went through the Magician. They went through the Empress. They went through the High Priestess. They went through, that whole course, that whole journey of connecting to source and spirit. They found their strength. They found their light. They found their passion, their compassion. They found that higher source, that energy. They found that. And yes, that may be where you need to be, but it's not going to happen overnight. And it's not going to happen at the snap of a finger. There's going to have to be the path that you travel, your path. And there's that tower moment. So the tower moment's here to help you get out of your head. Get out. Stop. You're going to have to stop it being all up in your head. The tower's coming about, and there's just going to change. Shit's going to go tits up now for you. And that is the only way that you're going to understand the path that you have to walk on is when you have a firm foundation to start. Because right now you don't have the firm foundation to start. Right now you're all over the place emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And for you, it's all about ego. So to get from ego to this, there's going to have to be a tower moment. And I never understood why people think the tower is a bad thing. The tower comes in and just clears away the stuff that no longer serves its purpose in your life and leaves you with something solid to build on. So it's okay to have a tower moment. It's okay to have 2 or 3 tower moments, because the tower moment puts before us what we need to understand and realize if you're open enough to see the reasoning behind the tower moment. Come on, a couple more cards. Let's fly. Let's fly. So we have the Nine of Swords. So here you are, all in your head, having that tower moment. Oh, things will never change. Things will always be the same. I'll never get it. I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing? And Spirit is like, look, dude, seriously. All you got to do is, raise that vibration and be on the same page as us, and let the winds of change come through and kind of allow that tower moment to happen. Allow that wind of change to take that tower moment and wipe away all of those thoughts of uncertainty. Or the Nine of Swords is really about being all in your head. I mean, the more you focus on things not changing. You ever hear that old saying, what you put out is what you get back, right? So if you're laying in your bed night after night, day after day, bemoaning the world, wondering why things never work out for you and things never change for you, wondering why things never happen for you, it's because you don't allow it to. It's because you're so stuck in a lower vibration that you don't see the gifts that Spirit is bringing you. You're so stuck in a lower vibration, you don't see the opportunities that Spirit is giving you to say, what do you want, honey? What do you want? We have created this tower moment for you to give you the solid foundation to build from. Things are starting to change. We're presenting you with this change. What do you want? What is it that you want to create for yourself? What is it that you desire to manifest for yourself? So get out of your head and start manifesting. Get out of your head and raise that vibration. Our worst enemy are our own thoughts. Our worst enemy are our own thoughts. Being in our head, having that alone time and that downtime to overanalyze who we are, what we're doing, what's our path, what do we want. And then when we are in that alone time and thinking about all that, we don't think toward the future. We think about all the times we've screwed up and sabotaged ourselves, and that's even a lower vibration. So now we have the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is all about releasing those burdens. You're not going to get anywhere by holding on to burdens that don't serve you, and by holding on to the burdens of others that truly don't serve you. So releasing those burdens that are holding you back, releasing those feelings and thoughts of uncertainty or unworthiness, or that, or the thoughts that you've allowed other people to place upon you, right? Childhood conditioning. You'll never be worth anything. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. You'll never have this. You never have that. No one will ever love you. Sticks to you like putty, right? Sticks to you like putty. And you try to peel off that residual energy, that residual ickiness. And every time we get in our head, it just comes back. And we then place it upon ourselves. So Spirit is like, there's some things you have to do here, sweets. You have to let go of all of that. You have to let go of all of that holds you back. You have to walk away from all that responsibility that you have placed upon yourself. You have to, that serves no purpose in your life. You have to unpack all that baggage and leave it all behind. Or it's just going to slow your growth, slow your traveling down your path. So if you want to get to that place of enlightenment, of peace, of love, of happiness, of abundance, of harmony, then you're going to have to do a little bit of unloading in your life. And then we have the Page of Wands. We have that newness, that freedom, that 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 unlimited amount of creativity to move forward with. And then we put, see, and so the pattern again starts. So when we release that baggage and we have all of this creative freedom, then we start bemoaning the things that we let go of or that we've lost because we've changed. And guess where that puts us back? That puts us back right there in that Nine of Swords, in our head again. Oh, what am I going to do without that? Oh, what am I going to do without him or her or them or they? What am I going to do without? And what you don't realize is all the shit that you lost, all the shit that walked out of your life when you let go of that baggage and got into that mindset of unlimited creativity and energy and fire. What you don't understand is that all the things that have walked out of your life and changed, all of those things that the Tower has released, are all of those things that no longer served you. And it's a good thing that they're gone. It's something to celebrate. It's something to be grateful for. Because if you want to elevate to a higher level of spiritual consciousness or spirituality, then it can't be one, all about your ego, all about your head, all about your thoughts. You can't, there has to be change. There has to be progress. You cannot raise your vibration to a higher level of consciousness and spirituality with the mindset that you have right now. Because you're all about ego at the moment. You're all in your head about the moment. You're all about, why am I not there? Why am I not making the money that they're making? Why am I not as successful as they are? Why don't I have a successful business? Because you're all in your head. Because you haven't found your fire yet. Because you haven't found your strength yet. Because you haven't found your passion yet. Because you haven't realized that this isn't all about you. It's not all about you as a physical person. This journey is all about you as a spiritual person and learning that lesson. So the more you spend in ego, the more you're sabotaging yourself and you're stunting your own growth. Yeah, the more you're doing that. And the closer you are to that unlimited abundance of energy and fire and passion and strength, the more ego is going to want to help sabotage you along the way. So you have to release and you have to let all of those things go. And you have to say, okay, it's time to change. It's time to release. It's time to move past this human having, it's time to move past this human ego side of myself. It's time to see through my spirit eyes, to feel through my spirit heart, and to feel compassion and love through intuition or through a higher source, through that magic of the connection to spirit. But the longer you stay in a low vibration of envy and jealousy and unworthiness or uncertainty, then the longer it's going to take for you to get to the same level as the person that you're feeling a little bit of envy over, right? So think about that. Start releasing stuff. Get out of your head and start releasing stuff. Start, like a snake sheds an old skin, right? And they grow from that. Be a snake. Start shedding old skin and growing from the things that you have left behind, and grow from the experiences that you've had to go through to get to that point of shedding that skin and getting out of your head. And release burdens that have been placed upon you. Release burdens that you have placed upon yourself. Release the burdens that you have allowed others to place upon you. And find that inner strength and magic and creativity. And when things start to drop off out of your life, when things that no longer serve its purpose start moving away, the people who are taking advantage of you start falling away, start leaving, when things start changing, don't resist the change. go with the flow and see what happens. Until next time, take care of you. Bye.